Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius February 15, 2022. Motivation must come from within. The only thing that can pull you out of bed today is your own inner drive. Too much partying may leave you spent to the point that you don't even want to move. Remember to be moderate. Be good to your physical body. Go outside and let your mind radiate outward like the rays of the sun feel the grounding of the earth below. This is your day, so don't waste it. Being the helpful and friendly person you are, you may find yourself running around and catering to other people's needs and desires. Some may see you as the knight in shining armor who can offer good advice with a friendly attitude. Be careful, however, of draining away all your energy on others. This day might be much better spent by simply catering to yourself. Even though this may seem like a selfish thing to do, you will love yourself for it. Open and honest communication rules the day today. The feedback you receive from colleagues at work is not necessarily what you wanted to hear, nevertheless you take their constructive criticism in stride. They are not saying that you are not performing your job well, they are only suggesting ways you can perform it even better. Juicy but perhaps not too kind gossip might reach your ears today. You may doubt the motives of a close friend. Take care to examine any tips you receive and ascertain the true facts before you accept it as reality. Much of the information that comes your way is likely to be in error. Your imagination is flying high, so you might want to try your hand at writing or drawing. Go to it. Your social life is due to suffer some turbulence. You feel put down by friends and family, or even get into arguments with them. Take a critical look at yourself. Perhaps you are asking too much of your loved ones. Hold back a little and resolve the issues by talking to them instead of trying to have your own way all the time. You feel as if you're performing for a large audience today, and while that isn't exactly the most comfortable thing, it's not all that terrible, really. You may have to fine-tune your message a bit. A tendency to rush into romance scares off potential candidates for your love. Such a forceful approach can have an adverse effect on the person you desire. If you're not looking for rejection, try to develop a gentler and serene attitude, then those you meet find you to be a far more attractive proposition to date. Is this the day you will meet someone new? It's possible. And the aspects of the day are going to make it a lot easier for you. Given the wonderful energy you will have at the moment, there's nothing surprising in the fact that someone, male or female, may be attracted to you. Take advantage of this wonderful day. It is tailor-made for you. You will feel the light-hearted energy of this day. The beauty of this number's essence is its simple rule: have fun. Given your often serious nature, a big helping of this may be just what you need to feel rejuvenated and refreshed. This is especially so if your health has been on the poor end recently. Too much stress and contemplative thinking can wear you out as readily as throwing cement bricks all day. Seize the opportunity to kick back and get together with others who are important to you. Have some fun. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly, and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. Your emotional state is just a wee bit precarious right now, but you can still get on the right side of it all. You can draw deeply from the well of spirituality that sometimes you can only sense is there. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose, with much higher chances for success. Dreams and visions about your family paint a rosy picture for your future. These dreams could well be prophetic, but don't jump to that conclusion without first analyzing the symbols and discerning what your dreams are trying to tell you. There might be something that you need to consider before you can move ahead towards the future you want to create. However, remember, dreams can be interpreted on more than one level. Your tarot reading for today. The World, Ace of Wands, and Three of Cups. The World is an indicator of a major and inexorable change, of tectonic breadth. This change represents a chance for you to bring about a desirable end to the old and a good beginning to the new. It is indicative of growing maturity, a sense of inner balance, and deeper understanding. It suggests that you may be approaching a more final sense of identity, and the security in the self that comes with age. It also represents the falling away of boundaries, sometimes in the effusive sense of the spiritual, but sometimes in a purely physical sense, indicating travels or journeys in the future. Drawing the Ace of Wands strongly suggests a new business enterprise being undertaken, traditionally, although some also interpret it to indicate childbirth. It speaks more strongly to the characteristics you will need to succeed in these new conditions. You will need to harness your potential for innovation, enthusiasm, and ambition to bring about a successful outcome. This card is both a portent of celebration and cause for it. It tells of great happiness in the future for you, and not of the passing kind, but secure joy which will last and be shared with those around you. Commonly associated with the completion of a meaningful project, or, even more likely, a birth. Relationships are give and take, they aren't one-sided. Instead of demanding that you get all the attention, or vice versa, think about the direction that you want the relationship to go. You'll need to be a bit discerning when it comes to conversations today. Remember that social interactions are about both giving and receiving. After you've spoken your piece, stay and hear what the other person has to say. However, you might also want to create some boundaries with those who need your TLC. Don't be afraid to set limits. Make sure you don't end up in the role of therapist for someone who wants to lay all their problems on you and then bail before you have a chance to talk about yours. Don't get stuck being the one who always provides the shoulder to cry on. The energy lightens up a bit in the evening, giving us a chance to mentally engage with spiritual mentors who can offer us insight. We could also feel foggy and in the mood to rest rather than run around non-stop. Calming these energies and giving us a chance to decompress after the heightened anxieties from this morning's Neptune moon square. Did you feel some strangeness while you slept, or perhaps you got up in the middle of the night paranoid, scared, or just feeling like something was wrong? You can thank the mysterious Moon-Neptune square that occurred for stirring up any negative things you might have experienced in the wee hours. This stressful lunar transit makes you question reality like no other, and the fact that it occurred in the shadowy darkness certainly didn't help. And don't let anyone tell you that you're just being overly dramatic or sensitive. You feel the way you feel, and there's no reason to question or deny it.